EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my work. No. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The give is to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 51 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11. Let's go,
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's it, baby. We're going to play.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to fire one. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Two. Watch the twitch. 21.
Garoppolo again. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's a 3-yard touchdown run, and the 49ers are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check, 59. Pick it up. Pick it up. Shit.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now on 2nd and 16, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go. 65.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here we go.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said,
he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm trying to collect. 26.
Now Prescott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
46.
I can't believe they even let you play.
56.
56, right there, 56. I'm coming, baby.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Here we go, 46.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Push him back.
26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Prescott from the gun. Past the 20. That's caught once again by Gallup. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's a gain of 30. That's what matters. Cowboys first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now a give right side, Coleman. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
21.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
One, Omaha.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11. Tighten up.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
13.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Here we go. 180. 54. One, Omaha. Check nine.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
In your face.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Hey, kill. 47. Hey, 47. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
I'm coming after you.
Kill. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Check 24. Check 24.
We're going to 54. Line in.
They go to Elliott again. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Jumper.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
White.
Kick down.
11. Hey, Zoo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit.
There's Garoppolo to throw, and that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Get the ball. He's checking. Crash.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Big gas.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
You go tight. You got tight.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
There you go. Come on, Ellie.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tackles.
Kill.
On 1st down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with time running out. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20.
54 Mike. Watch the run.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Slam, slam, slam. Here we go, 47.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott.
We got this.
Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here.